Welcome to Warp Zone 9, Warpcast episode 14. I'm Denton, and with me today is...
Hillary.
And...
Nathan.
How you guys doing?
Good.
So, you guys been playing the games lately?
I've been playing some Puzzle Dragons. It's been my big thing.
Yeah. How's that going for you? Have you just been playing the Mario side of it?
Just the Mario side. I haven't played the other side yet. Other than that, probably Splatoon.
Lots of Splatoon. What's your level at?
Level 14, I think now.
That's cute.
And you've been playing some game where you're trying to impregnate women on your phone, that's all I know.
Yeah. I've never played a Fallout game, but I've been playing the crap out of... Was it Fallout
Shelter?
Yeah, Fallout. I don't even know the name,
Is that
but...
what that game is?
Yeah, Fallout Shelter. Yeah.
Fallout Shelter has a thing where you gotta impregnate women.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how you get more dwellers.
Like population?
Yeah, you need to increase your dwellers, so you gotta knock up women. Just don't use the same guy.
I was like, he has an incest problem. It's one guy fathering them all.
Yeah, I've been playing Splatoon as well. I'm at level 18, I think. I've been trying to play ranked, but it's just destroying my soul.
Yeah.
But regular's fun.
It's a whole...
Yeah.
Rank's a whole other ball game.
And then when you go back to playing single player after getting destroyed in ranked, you just feel like I'm just playing a baby's game.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
The single player's so
Super
easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, E3 week. Lots of news. Nintendo's... I feel like there's been lots of news for all the industry, but I feel like Nintendo's just been knocking it out like day after day after day. They got new stuff. Most recently, the Smash Brothers DLC. We've got Ryu, Roy, and of course Lucas, which we already knew about.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited about Lucas.
We kind of knew that Ryu and Roy were on the way because of data mining and all that kind of stuff. But it's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Ryu, I didn't know about Ryu. That's surprising and feels kind of dirty.
Kind of dirty.
I don't know.
How is it different than like Mega Man or?
Yeah.
Because like Mega Man's forgotten, you know, like he's being revived through it, but Ryu's he's got his own thing. Leave him in Street Fighter. He doesn't need to come to Smash.
But Ryu apparently is his own type of character because he can play like a Smash Brothers character, or you can use button inputs like you would in Street Fighter. And if you do that, his moves are more powerful.
Well, it's rewarding, I guess, if you're a fan of him.
And I saw that he just has this move where you can just destroy a player's shield like in one sort of combo.
Yeah, and they're stunned.
It'll be interesting to see if he becomes higher level tier character in tournament play.
Yeah, for people that really know how to use him.
You got the Nintendo World Championships.
I did. That was pretty exciting.
I missed most of it because of work, but I saw the end. That was enough. Mario Maker. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So it's hosted by Kevin Pereira, which we know from...
I like that. I thought that was a good choice. I thought he did it well.
Yeah, he was pretty funny. It's kind of saucy from what I thought Nintendo level standards would be, but really Nintendo's getting a little...
This seems like they're getting saucy, yeah.
Yeah, especially with when Reggie came out to play Smash Brothers, and they just played his clip with him. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. Over
They just like kept doing that.
I was like, wow, okay. So yeah, they started that off with Splatoon, first time.
How did that work?
Setting.
Like,
so there was 16 players total. 8 invited, 8 earned their way through the Best Buy competition. So they had 4-on-4 against each other, and then another 4-on-4, and then the team that lost on both those rounds went to what they called the underground, and then the other two that won face each other in another Splatoon match.
can you do that in Splatoon? Like, can you... Like, if just you and 7 of your friends want to play, can you just hook up 2 Wii U's and do that?
No, not really.
I was gonna say, I saw that they had it available to them. Like, the loading screen was different. And
yeah, they just said player 1, player 2, player 3, like instead of their
So is it
Nintendo names.
going to be a thing then? Because that'd be amazing.
Nintendo's going to put out an update where you're supposed to be able to connect with your friends, and then you guys will always stay together. You won't necessarily be on the same team, Nintendo said, but you'll go into matches where you won't lose each other, and somewhere you get kicked out, and you're like in your own match or something. So, I think that's going to be a free update in the near future.
I hope so.
Then, Pep needs to get the internet. Brandon needs to get Splatoon.
And then other games that were played was the Legend of Zelda speedrun, where the player had to play from the beginning of the original Legend of Zelda on NES to the end of the first dungeon, and whoever got there first was the winner of that.
That one was probably the easiest underground one.
Yeah.
That was probably the only one I'd actually
That was
do
the
any.
easiest?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the first dungeon. They're not asking.
You just got. If you know the game, you can get to the first dungeon really easily. And
I suppose if you're getting an invite and or earning your way.
And that's the only one they knew ahead of time too, so they could prepare.
Yeah. And then one of the other underground games, which is probably more difficult to do, was a speed run from where you defeat Mother Brain at the end of Super Metroid on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it looked hard.
And you gotta get to the end to your spaceship before the planet explodes.
And some of those people like really surprised me how they were just on it.
Yeah, well, some of the people that were invited were speedrunners, so I'm sure some of them had
their experience. Yeah. I would have choked. So.
Yeah. One of the other games they announced was they called it Blast Ball at the time. Is that the title?
They Blast Ball. That's all they called
it. Which was at the time a futuristic like soccer type game. First person.
People called it space soccer.
Space soccer. Yeah. I saw someone say it was like Titanfall in space, like you play soccer or Titanfall in space. What else is played?
Another underground one was the Balloon Fight one.
Balloon Fight.
I saw that. That's when I came in at that.
Which I'm sure that was courtesy of Bill Trinan from Nintendo America because he champions that game. He says that game has one of, if not the greatest soundtracks in video game history. The balloon trip music.
Yeah.
And then of course they ended with Mario Maker.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people were hoping, including myself, that they would unveil Super Mario Brothers 4, kind of like they did at the end of the movie The Wizard, where they debuted Super Mario Bros. 3.
That would have been...
But, Mario Maker makes sense, because it's basically...
Yeah, it's a Mario game. You can make it a Mario game. It can be your own Mario 4.
So,
they also did Mario Kart and...
Mario Kart 8.
And Smash.
Smash, yeah.
For another... Those were the underground.
Yeah.
They were saying Cosmo was the... Even though he didn't win the whole thing, he was the winner by going with Roy.
Yeah,
just blind playing Roy and still
he's apparently very good with Zelda, but he went with Roy.
Which I'm sure was great promotion for Nintendo. He just came out, so...
Yeah.
So Mario Maker came down to John Numbers, who earned his way to the competition, and Cosmos, who was invited because he's a speedrunner. Mm-hmm. Both very good players. I think
unbelievably good.
Specifically, I think John Numbers surprised a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like they said, it looked like he played it.
Yeah. And I just love whenever they kicked over to him, like, playing it, like, his reactions. Like, whenever he did something amazing, he'd, like, look up and he's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, he was always in shock.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet he's going to be coming around the limelight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, his Twitter's already exploding.
He says he's looking into doing streaming.
I hope so. I'd like to see more from him.
Yeah. And his Twitter is at John Numbers. So a lot of people were trying to figure out if that was him that day because it was just like a random avatar and there's like barely any tweets and didn't know if it was him or not.
Well, he said on his Twitter that he uses Facebook more. So.
Yeah, which I did friend him. So thank you, John Numbers, if you're watching. So that was Nintendo World Championships, and then today we got Nintendo's digital event.
The big one.
So, we've had some time to kind of digest it, kind of see if it's as exciting as we thought it was. But I would say the presentation, I finally started with the puppets. Mm-hmm. I think I put a big old smile on my face.
Oh yeah, I was laughing every time they brought them up. They were always doing something.
Anyone can tell me that if it was actually Jim Henson, I want to know.
Yeah.
He's at least does it the same way.
Yeah,
even the way he moves the puppets and everything.
When Iwata came out walking down the hallway and Reggie came out and Miyamoto came out and they were just walking down the hallway, like even those puppets, it just felt so epic. Like oh my God,
they're just like
I was just like, oh my God, like I was starstruck.
Puppets like in Star Trek. Yeah.
And then they transformed into Fox, Peppy, and Falco.
Yeah.
To introduce what is now known as Star Fox Zero. So
we've been waiting for that one.
Yeah.
I think that means Peppy. Smash DLC.
Smash DLC?
I mean, why else would they include him? And not Wolf.
Visually, the game looks amazing. You have your traditional flight R-Wing levels. We're also the R-Wing can now transform into like a on-mobile kind of mech.
I think that's great. A great
addition. I think they changed it enough, but not too much, because it looks really nostalgic, but not overly different.
Yeah. And the part with the R-Wing transforming, that's a mechanic they implemented in Star Fox 2 that was never released in North America.
Yeah, I'm glad that they could keep it, even though they didn't.
And now the Land Master is no longer just the master of land. They can now It used to be able to hover temporarily, but now it looks like it can kind of go complete flight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe still more temporary.
At least from the video, they
yeah.
didn't show it being very temporary.
Yeah.
Landmaster Sky Amateur, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a new copter vehicle. I forget what they called it.
Like
The
hover
gyro. No, it's hover gyro.
Hover gyro?
I know it's gyro something.
Yeah, but now it's like a little vehicle that kind of propels like a.
I like the little
a rope and robot comes out.
Let's say it would have been cool if they made it look a lot like Rob.
Yeah, that looks like a vehicle for infiltration, kind of
sneaky.
Sneaking in, trying to figure out the land of the.
Gives you every little taste of.
Yep, and the robot looks like Roy or Rob.
Little Roy.
Yeah. So what do you guys think overall of that presentation? They said it wasn't a sequel nor a prequel.
It's like they didn't know where they wanted to put it. So
Yeah.
it was like zero its own thing.
Yeah,
Well, also because the kanji for that from the shrine, it had the circle, so
yeah,
it's
looks
like
like
a foxtail.
it looks like a foxtail. Yeah. So it seems like they didn't want to be tied down to where the Star Fox lore kind of went, especially with the end of Command, where they had branching storylines and relationship problems between
Right,
Fox
let's
and
just
Crystal.
forget about that.
Yeah, they just want to go back to basics, I guess.
They're kind of pulling Zelda, where the longest time they're just like, it is wherever it is.
Yeah, don't worry
about
just
it.
Play the game and have fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So in the digital event, they also showed more of Mario Maker, which is, by the way, is now called Super Mario Maker. They added the Super there. We found that out at the Nintendo World Championships.
I'm glad
makes
they did
sense.
that. Yeah.
So Super Mario Maker is going to have an amiibo function where you can tap amiibo to the gamepad, and once you do that, during the level, if Mario collects a question mark,
Yeah, the mystery mushroom.
Mystery mushroom, he transforms into an 8-bit version of that amiibo that you tapped, like Wii Fit Trainer, Isabelle,
there's
Link,
Yoshi,
Marth, Yoshi, yeah. So
I think
fun
that's
little thing.
great. I think it's.
Yeah.
I want to play as Isabelle.
Charizard one.
I
think it'd be pretty cool.
I doubt it.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
All the Pokemon amiibo seem to be
Their own.
the only thing they work with is Smash Brothers as of right now, because they're the whole rights thing with the Pokemon Company, even though Nintendo owns Pokemon basically, they have to go through the Pokemon Company.
They should definitely come out with a new Pokemon Rumble game then, where you have to tap the amiibo and then you get to use that character, the wind-up toy.
Yeah, I know, but they kind of tried doing that before Amiibo.
Yeah, there is currently a Pokemon Rumble game on that.
Oh yeah,
but it's not Amiibo. It was pre-Amiibo. It was they were testing the market.
They were using their own little Amiibo.
I forgot about that,
which I never got into because it was blind packs. Which
it was around very shortly too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just
they were there, and if you didn't get them, you're not getting into it.
Definitely, Nintendo probably didn't want to invest too much into making those little figures. So it was probably easier in Japan, because people announced a thing in Japan where you buy a little gacha things.
Then get everything out of a vending machine.
Yeah. They're also releasing an 8-bit Mario amiibo for Mario Maker. Comes in 2 flavors: traditional, a color scheme, then a modern color scheme. It's got the blue overalls. Skin's a little bit brighter. So
I'm excited. They're pretty big too.
Is it just regular old Mario then?
No, well, this one, at least I'm assuming not. At least in Mario Maker, because when you tap it, it makes your Mario bigger. Not just he gets a mushroom, but his sprite just increases size proportionally.
What if I use it in Smash? Unless it's not compatible with Smash, like this.
So it might act like Mario in that regard. We just don't know those details yet.
We're gonna have 5 Marios?
Yeah,
then?
I mean,
Mario,
it's
Smash
Nintendo.
Mario, Super Mario.
6 Mario. Because we're gonna have Smash Mario and then Super Mario regular gold silver. So that's 4 plus the 2 new.
This is gonna be Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario, which apparently is supposed to act like Mario in certain games, like Smash Bros. Well, not Smash Bros.
I think
but Mario Party.
Mario Party's that. Yeah.
So yeah, lots of Mario. I'm sure it's not gonna be the end.
It's Mario.
It's Mario. Yeah.
I get it.
Need more Mario.
Yeah. We'll probably see more Luigi down the road too.
I hope so. Poor Luigi.
I need a little Wii U with a vacuum pack. Whatever it's called.
The Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist.
Yeah, 3000. So you guys just gonna make levels in Super Mario Maker, or are you just gonna download ones from?
I want to make them. Yeah.
I want to try. I think it'd be really fun to try and make a really challenging level and then like have friends try and beat it.
A popular theme that I've seen come from Nintendo's Treehouse is they make levels where you got to make jumps that are just like perfect. Just, like,
That a lot of the yeah. A lot of
and
them
then
like
if you don't make it, then you fall into a hazard or.
or something that sends you back or.
So that'll be interesting to kind of space those elements out when you're trying to do those kind of elements when you're trying to make those jumps.
Yeah, a lot of playing it yourself, trying to get it all down.
So the next is Yoshi's Woolly World. So
I want those amiibos.
I know,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
yeah, which they haven't even gone out for pre-order yet. That game comes out like now or soon in pretty much every other territory but us, Japan, Europe, Australia.
Yeah, a lot. And
So I'm assuming Latin America could release it if they want to, but I'm assuming one, because of amiibo production, they just probably they need time to
that makes
manufacture
sense.
enough amiibo for North America, and two,
We're crazy.
probably just to space out their lineup for the year.
Makes sense.
So they have something every month or whatever.
I appreciate when they do that, but I want that game, so.
So a 2-player co-op, play with a friend. It's got amiibo functionality. You can tap pretty much every amiibo minus the Pokemon ones to create a design on yarn design on each Yoshi.
Oh,
So,
that's gonna be fun.
yeah, that's launches on October 16th in North America.
How many different? Do we know how many different colors there are? I think I saw 3, maybe 4.
For the amiibo,
Yeah.
there's light blue, green, and pink.
Was it wasn't it like a pastel green, or was it like the original
It's
green?
like an original
Hmm.
Yoshi green.
I don't know. Let's figure this stuff out. Questions I got.
I should also point out that Mario Maker launches on September 11th of this year. So,
Soon.
next is Skylanders Superchargers from Activision, which we knew was coming out. Nothing new there. But the reason it was in the digital event is because they announced that they're making
Oh man,
Nintendo character-themed Skylander figures.
that was surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't see that
Yeah.
coming.
Well, I did because they did tease it like a few days ago on a podcast where they were promoting the game in general, and they were asked about, so you guys gonna have amiibo compatible with your game? And they're like, oh, we're just here to talk about the game. But we have something exciting to announce at E3.
Oh.
So they kind of let the cat out of the bag on that one. So they announced turbocharged Donkey Kong and a Hammer Slam Bowser Skylanders.
I'm confused as to why Donkey Kong though. It's just
Because he's a big beefy guy, probably.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to give him Mario and like those kind of like beastly characters, kind of like the theme.
Oh,
They
yeah.
go around and.
why did they
like,
put him in a yellow jumpsuit?
They probably wanted to make him unique, not just plain old Bowser.
well, like, it seemed like Nintendo was telling them to make it unique. Don't do what we always do. Do something of your own.
Yeah, they said they wanted to give Bowser an ability to get bigger, so they're going to Giga Bowser. But Nintendo told them no, to come with something original.
Yeah.
Something that hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, the lava
Magma
Bowser.
Bowser.
Magma
Bowser,
Bowser.
yeah,
That's what
where
it is.
he starts spewing fire like all of its
All that.
body.
He's like glowing. Yeah, he's got like magma channels
Yeah,
all
you can
over him.
Fire breath and everything.
So that game comes out September 20th. Is it like I believe Donkey Kong is exclusive to one version, Bowser is exclusive to another version, like the starter pack.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
2 different ones you have to
Yeah.
buy.
So, because Nintendo is suggesting I should buy both versions for 3DS and for Wii U to get these figures.
Probably.
Yeah. Another thing I forgot, Star Fox Zero. That's due out holiday 2015. So, probably December, November-ish.
Yeah.
They got Just Dance on here. That wasn't in the digital event, but they announced that you're going to be able to use your mobile phone for the next version. So if you don't own a Wii remote, because it doesn't come with the Wii U anymore,
Yeah, no,
you can download an app and you can shake your phone to play Just Dance. Then
makes it easier.
That goes with all platforms, like the Xbox One and PS4. So if you don't own a camera for those systems, wherever you can use your phone. Xenoblade Chronicles X.
That looks super good. Like
That looks.
it's like
I'm excited.
Yeah, the game looks gigantic in scale.
Oh yeah.
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 Like Nintendo's been talking about it for a while. It's out. It's been out in Japan for a good month or two.
no, I'm really excited for that game. It looks visually stunning and I don't know, like Monster Hunter mixed with space.
Yeah, I got the giant mechs.
The next.
Yeah, like obviously that game's gonna. If you want to go through it completely, you're gonna sink a lot of time into it.
Well, that's the nature of those games, though.
Yeah. So it's a bit intimidating, but at the same time, it looks awesome. So that game has been announced for release in North America on December 4th.
That's soon.
So,
This year.
yeah, it seems like a lot of games are coming out at the end of the year. So
I know, it's going to be
Yeah,
overwhelming.
didn't they say they only wanted to highlight games that are coming out this year or early next year?
Yep, that was the folks at the digital event. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's why we
with
hear
all
much
this,
about it,
if you want to get all this software plus the amiibo, it's not gonna be cheap. A cheap
No,
holiday.
it's going to be
Well, that just
expensive year.
also like if they have this much news in just that span of time, beyond that, there's got to be so much more.
Yeah, because they wouldn't put all their eggs in one basket, like 1 year.
Next up, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. So at first it looked like a Mario Party game, but upon closer inspection, it looks kind of like a financial board game kind of thing where you
see you're collecting money and landing in different spaces. How you have to win or lose.
yeah, and here in the press release I mentioned you can buy turnips and strategize when you need to sell them. So yeah, it definitely looks like a see who can get the most money out of all the players, I'm sure. In that game, you said each player, it's an amiibo focused game. You're gonna buy. Nintendo announced they're releasing a line of Animal Crossing amiibo figures based off of some of the more popular characters like Tom Nook, Isabelle, Mabel,
Mabel.
and KK Slider.
Yeah.
Of course, KK Slider.
Of course.
KK Slider.
And each individual player will need their own amiibo to play.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's because obviously if they release it physically, then I would imagine that they have to release it in a starter pack that comes with a figure or two.
Well,
Probably two.
They announced a bundle.
Did they?
Yeah. It comes with 2 amiibo and 3 amiibo cards.
Okay, so you're gonna be able to use the cards for this game as well. So
That's what I gathered. They're letting you get it with the bundle.
yeah, absolutely. And that's due out the holiday season of this year, 2015. You guys interested?
100%.
She is. I probably.
You gotta play it with me, and then you gotta come down and play it with me.
Oh, is it like a just multiplayer game then?
It's like a board game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll play.
Yeah.
I didn't want like another.
Your
another
amiibos are your little pieces that you move.
I didn't want another Animal Crossing commitment.
You guys remember Fortune Street? And
Okay, I'm never playing it. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, that's different.
I thought we had fun with that game.
I love Fortune Street.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess
It was fun.
fun's a word.
So a lot of people are expecting Nintendo to announce the next Animal Crossing entry on Wii U. Nintendo's like, nope, this is what it is.
I know they took the IP, but they just did their own thing with it.
Yep.
2 separate games that are pretty.
And in the trailer, they showed classic mechanics like catching bugs. So maybe some kind of bug catching mechanic and
Yeah, I don't even know how they got a lot
fortune
of.
telling. What's the fortune teller's name?
Katrina.
Katrina. Yeah, she's in there. So,
That's probably like a space that you land on.
yeah.
You get to go and get your fortune told. And
Yeah, it has spaces like where you bump into the player and you drop all of your money on the floor, and then you're like, oh, I don't know how much money I had, so I guess we'll just split it down the middle.
Could you imagine that in real life? Oh no.
bump into people all the time. Go out with $1, come home with 50.
Like, oh, I think I had, $20, $30. Well, whatever, we'll just split it.
We'll split it.
Next is, I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, Gene Ubun Roku, #FE, which was known as Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. This name is not final, by the way, this Gene Ubun Roku, #FE. Or is it pound FE?
I was wondering why there was like
Pound,
Pegasus
who
and
knows?
stuff.
Who calls it pound anymore?
Pound. Yeah. So that game, I feel like I don't know any more about it than they did the last time
The
they showed it.
trailer still just left a lot of questions open.
Doesn't Shin Megami Tensei have a rhythm aspect to it? Or at least there's a new rhythm game of it. I know, because I see it all over Tumblr. There's a rhythm game with the characters.
I just know it's tied into the Persona universe.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of large, like make relationships with other players and kind of role playing aspects and that kind of stuff. So
Seems like every female has a bikini scene. So
yeah,
sold.
Yeah. The game visually looks stunning. I love the art style.
The colors,
And
yeah.
it's super bright and colorful.
Yeah, so I'm definitely interested. I just need somebody to sit down and explain to me exactly
And I'm
what
just
the
like,
game is.
it looks good. Just explain to me what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's got lots of J-pop, which I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
So that game is scheduled to launch sometime in 2016.
I'm hoping.
Next up, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash.
That looks intense. Like, how do you even
That's
score? Like,
Yeah, so I guess they decided what can we do different that we haven't done in a previous Mario Tennis game. Because the last one was on 3DS. That came out kind of early. It was a decent game, but it wasn't too deep or anything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the new mechanic is the super mushrooms, where you can get a super mushroom and your character becomes really large. So, yeah, not much to say about that. It looks like Mario Tennis.
Yeah. Tennis, but with Mario aspects.
So I'm sure we'll learn more about that. I'm sure there's going to be some amiibo functionality that we find out down the road. And,
I'd hope so.
yeah.
where's the next strikers?
Right?
Yeah.
Need more strikers.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that game's coming out sometime in 2015 during the holiday season. Moving on to Nintendo 3DS, they announced the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
I'm excited.
So it looks like the next kind of installment in the Four Swords type gameplay, but they're expanding it, making it deeper.
Yeah, adding in a lot of new elements to the game.
Instead of 4 swords, now it's 3 players, kind of emphasizing the force part of it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a fashion aspect where you can change your Link's outfit to gain different abilities.
There's like a bomb outfit, and he had bombs. And
Yeah. Do you know?
Samurai one.
Yeah. Do you know if you can change that like on the fly, or if that's just like something you got to do before you go into the dungeon?
they didn't totally make it clear, but I have a feeling it's probably for the dungeon.
Yeah.
It didn't look like you could just like swap out your suits.
Or maybe it's like you go in with one, you can collect one in there and like bing, change into it.
Yeah. So it says all players are going to share the same heart meter. So if one person gets damaged, you all get damaged.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
because
that's really
with Four Sword, there was a lot of
Competition.
Going into lava.
yeah.
So yeah, you definitely.
Working together, but still.
There, I'll
not.
play it then.
Yeah, and they also showed off a new totem mechanic where each Link can stack on top of each other to attack
All new
enemies.
heights.
Yeah.
I like how that was like the reason they said they didn't do 4. They're like, four
Yeah,
was too high.
4 is too high, so we need to slim it down to 3.
3.
But I mean, even then, it makes, like you said, it makes sense. I think it feels better with 3.
So let me ask you this: in Zelda Wii U, like all the footage that we've seen up to this point, have we seen Link in his traditional green tunic garb yet?
Just his blue shirt.
Yeah.
and
So
outfit.
do you think they're using this game to kind of move Link out of his green tunic and kind of get you used to the idea that he's not always going to be wearing that? Because that's kind of one thing I thought about when watching the trailer for this game.
That's a possibility. Like, hey, Link doesn't have to wear a tunic. He can wear all these clothes. He can be a samurai.
Or a princess.
Or a princess. Oh.
Princess Link.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd like that. He doesn't have to always wear his green outfit.
Yeah. So maybe the Zelda Wii U will have some kind of mechanic where you change your outfit to gain different
abilities
or stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Defense, offense, that kind of stuff. So that game comes out this fall on Nintendo 3DS.
We gotta play it.
Yeah. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.
Been putting a lot of time into that one myself.
Happy Home Designer?
Yeah. After, before what we saw, I was not entirely sold on it. But today...
You mean research-wise?
Yeah, you made, like you said, you're putting a lot of time into it. I'm assuming, I was like, you're playing it already?
No, I will be putting a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the game comes out, I'll be...
Tense, right.
Future tense.
Yeah, that game is probably the most frightening out of all these games. Not because of the game itself, but because of the cards that will be coming out with it. Nintendo announced that the first booster set is going to have over 100 different cards in the set.
Yeah.
And it's going to be blind packs.
And it looks like there's even hollow...
No,
characters.
Yeah,
you can scan them and they come into the game.
So I'm assuming it has all the Animal Crossing characters.
Yeah, like all the villagers that you can have in the other one.
Yeah. So I don't know how big the market's going to be to find out the people you can trade cards with that are buying the packs as furiously as you are.
I mean...
Well, you got some people down here, plus we'll just have to take like a monthly trip up to Eau Claire.
Remember the Kid Icarus trading.
Yeah, I was gonna say
cards.
just like the
That
the
was
first
like
ones.
I wanted that to go somewhere, but
We
no
still have
one
to
was
bind
buying
it.
those.
On the benefit that we'll actually be able to buy these in stores for the Kid Icarus cards, we had to
Yeah, go to events or
go to
something.
events to get them. Yeah. So that game is going to launch on September 25th. Same day, Nintendo's going to release the NFC adapter for the regular Nintendo 3DS, so people who don't own a new Nintendo 3DS can play it.
Yeah. Do you think the cards are gonna have like a rarity aspect? Because some of them, like when you look at the pictures,
they had
some
foil.
were shiny, like a hologram effect.
Oh, great.
I'm sure they will.
Like, oh, if you want an Isabelle card, you're gonna have to buy lots of packs to get her.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe it'll be like Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering is like every card can be shiny, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, where only certain cards are shiny. So in that case, it's like, oh, I have this rare or this common Isabella, but I really want that shiny one.
I was hoping Nintendo would do it like they did with they released e-reader cards for Super Mario Brothers 4, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros 3 on Game Boy Advance, where it was set 1 had all the same cards. You bought the set and you were done. Then they came out with set 2, you bought set 2 and had all the same
Why
cards.
couldn't it be like that?
What?
Make it easy. Like we haven't had enough problems with Amiibo already.
Yeah, such is the life of an Amiibo hunter.
Amiibo fever.
Yeah, Amiibo fever.
And she goes up to Eau Claire, comes back.
Caught the fever.
Even worse.
Yokai Watch. So,
It's my
Japan's...
game. It's my game.
Your game,
You know I was the protagonist?
Yep, the main character's name is Nathan. I forget, he has a last name too, but I forget his name.
Probably Thompson. I don't know.
Probably.
So, Japan's already on Yokai Watch 3, and they have like 1 or 2 spin-offs already. Like,
It's huge in Japan already. Yeah.
So,
Why doesn't anime?
yeah, the kids go nuts over that franchise. Like, they release these medals at like stores and stuff where the kids just line up, kind of like we do for Amiibo, but
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw that I saw a picture of a McDonald's that was just decked out in yokai.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Huge.
so Nintendo, and this is going to be, I'm sure, a huge marketing push for Nintendo and Viz Media, who is doing the anime. I'm sure they're going to just kind of get it all at the same time and just kind of bombard
Get it
children
out
with
there.
it.
Yeah.
I think the battle style.
Because they have toys and everything coming out along
Yep.
with it. So I think it's gonna
Yeah,
explode.
the trailer just showed English voice acting and all stuff, so they're obviously well into production for all that kind of stuff.
I like the battle wheel.
Yeah, the game
And
looks...
that looks. I don't know.
I think that's the Yokai Watch.
Yeah, it's his watch. He's got... You can have
So
6.
can I get a yokai? Can I buy one and just wear
In
it?
Japan,
might-
you definitely can.
yeah, I was
so
gonna
I'm sure,
say.
yeah. I'm sure
They're
you
bringing toys out in the toy line.
If
So
it's not gonna fit me, probably. Probably for kids.
you can hope.
You can only hope. So that game comes out holiday 2015.
Now, I wonder, is that what the medals are then?
Yeah, I think you
so
change.
you put the medals in
yeah.
the. Oh man, jeez, I'm pumped now.
Yeah, so hopefully Nintendo can create the kind of buzz that Pokemon had when it first came out in North America back in the day.
Kids playing on the playground.
Yeah.
Yokai
And
watch.
by the time the first movie comes out theatrically, just be, oh my god.
Yeah.
Then you go there to get your Yokai medal or whatever for every movie ticket or something. Who knows?
That'd be great.
So, Fire Emblem, which was known as Fire Emblem If in Japan, is now known as Fire Emblem Fates.
They actually have feet.
Yeah.
That's the thing you took away from it.
Yes.
Were you hoping they would call it Fire Emblem Feet instead of
Fire
Fates?
Emblem feet.
They have feet.
They have feet
Next
now.
installment will be toes.
So in Japan, this game is coming out in 2 different versions. One where you play through because I believe it's like around chapter 6, the game branches off where if you buy it digitally, you can choose either path where you go with one force or you go with the other force, like people that raised you or your original bloodline.
Yeah.
So physically, it came out in 2 versions where you're stuck to one storyline or the other. But, like there's one that's more for the advanced player, one that's for the more casual player. Nintendo did announce that they are doing the same for North America, so it's going to come in 2 different versions for us.
It's gonna be a tough choice.
So hence the term Fates, because you choose your fate.
Well, so, like, I want to stay with the not real family, like.
Because they raised you.
Yeah, the family that raised
That's
me.
how
But
I
if
feel.
that's like the veteran player version, then I.
No, I believe that's
Forget that.
I believe that's the casual.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because the other one,
Probably just tell
your
me
bloodline
anything.
is like a more of a oppressive. Like they want to change things through force. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So that's scheduled to launch sometime in 2016 for the Nintendo 3DS. Next, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam.
That was surprising. That was a really smart idea.
Yeah, so this game features a cross between the Mario and Luigi franchise and the Paper Mario franchise. Hence the term Paper Jam.
Jamming them together.
Jamming them together plus, Paper Jam.
Paper Jam, yeah.
Something, yeah. So it's your traditional like Mario and Luigi style gameplay. It looks like you're controlling 3 players. They did something similar with the Partners in Time on the DS, where you played as adult Mario and Luigi and baby Mario and Luigi. It's like each button controls a different Mario and Luigi character, a different Mario. That's scheduled to launch in spring 2016. So it looks interesting.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah, they've been. This is like their 5th one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's one on the Game Boy Advance. I think 2 on the DS. 1 on so far on the 3DS. So this would be like I believe the 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
Yeah. And then we've already had a Paper Mario on the 3DS, which before that was always on console. So no shortage of Mario RPG style games to play through.
Plenty of those.
Yeah. So
I still had to even play the original.
I believe that's available on the Wii U Virtual Console now. So
there you go. No excuse.
Next up, Hyrule.
Not enough ink.
Not enough ink. Next up is Hyrule Warriors Legends, which we knew was coming because it was accidentally leaked by Koei Tecmo's Japanese YouTube channel. They actually put the trailer up before they were supposed to.
A little early.
Yeah, someone actually clicked that public box instead of the private box, rather. So this is a port of the Wii U title. It's going to come packaged with all the current DLC that you can have on the Wii U version, plus some more content such as you'll be able to play as Tetra and the King of Red Lions.
Yeah, buddy. I'm excited for that one. I want to play as him.
I'd be excited for him if they showed how he worked a little
Doesn't
bit more.
matter.
Yeah, they showed like...
I'm a boat!
They show like 3 seconds of him standing, and then he turns into a boat.
And he just like hits a few people.
So that's cool. I'd like to see how he plays like when he's just walking around doing normal
like,
attacks.
I hope he just jacks people in the face. Like, I hope that's what he does.
So,
the weapons just melee style.
Right now, all I can picture in my head is all of his attacks. He turns into a boat for everything.
Yeah, I know. That's all I can imagine. Is like one he's just spinning or something. Like he gets taken by a tornado or something.
I would say that. Yeah.
I'd like to see the guy that came up with the idea, like, let's put the King of Red Lions in here. And then the guy who like approved the idea is like, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Let's do it. He can be a boat when he attacks people.
Yeah, it's like they had no other ideas. So that game comes out Q1 2016, so it's a bit of ways off. Of course, it's going to be compatible with your Amiibo, just like the Wii U one was. So, and it sounds like there's also going to become you can be able to transfer some data from the Wii U version to the 3DS version.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah. So next, what was the game? What they call it? The World Championships, the soccer. Blast Ball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Metroid Prime Blast Ball, isn't it?
The full title is Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Oh yeah, and then Blast
Ball
is
like
part
a
of
little.
Yeah, so that game they play at the World Championships is a mode inside of this game.
I don't get why the game's getting so much hate. I think it looks really fun.
I don't know.
Well, there was a lot of people that were just like, they were dying. They were praying to Nintendo, like, please give us a Metroid game. Like,
they did.
In the traditional sense.
That's
Either in like the traditional 2D Metroid style or Metroid Prime.
If they were paying attention to anything else at E3, they'd realize there's a lot on Nintendo's plate right now. So they should be happy with anything Metroid related.
Yeah.
I just want to see Samus. That's all. I hope I see her sometime.
Yeah, but if she shows up in this game, she's going to look really weird.
It's little chippy Samus. She's just like, chippy.
Yeah. So it says up to 4 players can connect online or locally to take on co-op missions in this first sci-fi adventure set in the Metroid Prime universe.
The Treehouse event, it looked fun. It looked frustrating if you're playing with certain people, but it looked fun.
I don't know, it reminds me of, what was it, Echoes? Where you had multiplayer played against each other? We did that all the time.
Yeah.
I want it to be, if it's like that, then yeah.
No, I do love the Metroid Prime multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's nothing spectacular, but it's fun for what it is.
No,
it's
super
fun.
Yeah. We played the crap out of that.
So yeah, it says up to 4 players can play the co-op missions, and then up to 6 players can play together for the Blast Ball mode.
Oh yeah, because
3v3.
Yeah, 3v3. Yeah.
A 3-on-3 game that requires players to shoot a ball into their opponent's goal. So this game is scheduled to launch sometime in 2016. So no exact date yet. So it's gonna be a bit of that.
Shoot a ball.
It's a lot of that.
So in this sense, we could see some changes between here and then because
yeah, I mean it's still far off.
Iwata did say he tweeted today saying that he's taking all the feedback he's getting from the digital event to heart. Like, he's taking it seriously.
Yeah,
so.
he's really listening. If there's a petition out there to cancel it, he's probably really thinking.
Well, I hope he doesn't cancel it.
Well, I don't think he'll cancel it.
Yeah, I believe they said this game is being developed by Next Level Studios, which is the ones behind the Strikers and Punch Out game. So, I guess that's pretty much about it for the digital event. So, overall, did you guys take away any highlights from that? Like, what was your favorite parts? Or?
Well, I like the part where they showed the whole Mario Maker. I mean, like, I know we've seen Mario Maker, but I thought it was cool what they showed those old concepts of making all the old Mario
all the
games.
Pages.
Yeah, the old documents. Yeah.
That was cool to see. They should make, like, a Hyrule Historia of that. I want to see those.
They should. They announced that there's going to be a version of Mario Maker that comes with like a booklet.
A little booklet.
I don't know if they're probably not going to have any of that stuff in there. From what
it seemed like most of it was just like, hey, these are some ideas of how to make your levels.
Here's what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone definitely needs to archive those documents.
Yeah, they looked pretty valuable.
Yeah. I would love to be a fly on the wall, like back when they were originally designed those. Like just in the old days before like computers and stuff.
Must have been frustrating making those. And if you're like, oh, this doesn't work. They said they had those clear sheets of paper, but still
to make edits and stuff, yeah.
Oh.
So, overall, I wouldn't say it was Nintendo's best digital event in terms of like, yeah, there was something that I was like, oh my god. I loved the way they presented it with the puppets and stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
I enjoyed it.
In between.
Well, that's the second. Like last year, they did the Robot Chicken type skits.
I think I like this one more.
I think they're both good.
They're both good, yeah. But if I had to choose,
Yeah, I could see like I don't know. I think I like the Robot Chicken ones more.
It all depends on your sense of humor.
Yeah,
I think.
Those are funnier. I think.
So I'm excited to see what they'll do next year.
Yeah, they gotta like keep it up now.
Keep it fresh and not do the same thing.
I'm glad to see Amiibos are here to stay, though. Spend so much money on them.
I know.
Oh, you're worried about the wasted investment?
Yeah.
But are you afraid that they're sticking around so well that you're going to have to continue to invest in
No,
them?
I don't have a problem with that as long as they're still relevant. I mean, I know eventually, down the line, they're not.
Eventually.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll be a continuing tradition with Nintendo, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure that the Amiibos are definitely helping Nintendo's back end, like, financially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely got to be helping.
I'm sure they're selling, people who are buying them that aren't even buying the software that they're designed to be used in.
Yeah, well, they're like at the top of the list, right, for accessories?
And for the month of May, they were the #1 video game accessory of all accessories. Wow. And the #1 in Toys to Life category, beating out Skylanders and Disney Infinity and stuff.
Jeez, that's impressive.
I mean, look at it. It'd be even worse if there were some to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they have more product out there, yeah.
There's plenty of people out there that still want more.
Yeah.
So it does look like Nintendo's increasing production in the Amiibo. Like they're constantly making announcements now that there's more on the way.
Gotta look out for that Wii Fit trainer.
Yeah, we do.
I'm excited to hear that there's word that there was some en route to Best Buy stores. So I don't have to worry about. Because when they announced Marth was coming back, he hit Amazon for other retailers. I was like, well, I guess this is the only way I'll be able to get him is trying to fight for him on Amazon. But fortunately, he showed up in other places like Toys R Us and
well, you never know. You gotta take the opportunity.
Well, like that Gold Mario. We just walked into Walmart one day and there was 2 there, and we're like taking that. Like
should have bought the other one.
I think that was a rare exception. I don't think that was supposed to.
No, that was us.
No,
being
we got
lucky.
soups lucky. That and because it was Portage. Nobody goes to Portage.
Yeah. So. Yeah, overall, nothing too grand. A lot of fun content like Zelda on 3DS, the Triforce Heroes.
Yeah. I'd say it was put together well, and it was enjoyable, but it definitely wasn't groundbreaking.
So, yeah, that better wraps it up for the Nintendo Digital event. I'm sure we'll hear some little details in the next few days as E3 continues that we don't know about currently as of this recording. But that about does it. For Warpcast episode 14, I'm Denton. You can find me on Twitter at Nestor64.
I'm Hillary. You can find me on Twitter at PokemasterHills.
And
Nathan at Blitz Ninja.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you next episode. Later.